Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Puzzle General. I'm going to be your host and one of your commentators tonight. I'm BB Forky. I'm going to be joined alongside Tay-Man, who you've seen do a couple matches already. How you doing today, Tay?
I'm doing pretty good. It's good to be back with you again, Forky.
Yeah, it's been a while. This is my first one I'm going to be commentating for this new tournament. And I know you said this to me in the precast, but it feels so good to be seeing some puzzle action again, and especially with a first-time game to the Puzzle General stream with Pokemon Puzzle Challenge.
Yeah, and just to remind people who might not be aware, we normally alternate between Tetrisattakr and Pokemon Puzzle League, but next year is Pokemon Puzzle League's 20th anniversary, so we thought we'd have a big event then, and we're just doing a little filler tournament with a game we've never done before, Pokemon Puzzle Challenge.
And this is our first week of action, so we've had a couple matches already, considering it's the start of the weekend now, so almost done with the week. And we got a pretty good one now. We're going to be seeing Yoschimidtsu play once again, and then we're going to be seeing him play against Tetrisattakr, which I'm not sure if he's played in a previous tournament, but he's definitely a veteran of the game, and it's going to be his first match of this tournament, so it's going to be really exciting to see what he's made of.
Yeah, and Yoschimidtsu is just one of the best, if not the best player in the tournament, so he's probably well positioned to take this match and most matches that he has, to be honest, but we'll see how things go. People can choke and other people can go on god runs, so let's just see how it all unfolds.
For sure, and I think we're just about ready to get started here too, so both the racers are readying up here pretty soon in the channel.
Well, Tetrisattakr has adopted cards as avatar, I see.
And then let's get some game audio for you folks at home. Just let me know if anything's too quiet or too loud for you guys on stream, but it looks like we are off.
Yeah, so Yoschimidtsu, he's known for his incredibly fast cursor speed, and he's just going to be going all over the place and setting up lag chains. Looks like Tetris SR got off to a pretty good start there too. He's going to 7-chain, not quite enough to bring Pidgey down. He is just... Did Pidgey heal on him?
I might have missed that. I'm not too
That
sure. Yeah, Pidgey heal in hard mode can be pretty unlucky.
Oh my god, I am already upset. Yeah, that 4-chain should be enough, I'm thinking.
Yeah, and as some of you probably know, even though Yoschimidtsu with that 5 seed, it was mostly because he didn't have times prior to this tournament beginning, and he is definitely one of the heavy favorites going into this. I don't have their avatars updated either. I'm slacking big time.
Yeah, that's alright. That's alright. It's a more charming production that way. But yeah, holy cow, his cursor speed, it's not allowed, okay? It's not allowed. You just can't do that. You can't have cursor speed that good. Oh my gosh. Although Tetris... oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just pretty crazy how the skill level some of these players can be, especially with someone like Yoshi. He's been playing the game for as long as I know, like even before I met him, and he regularly participates in the versus tournaments that we have online. So it's just like he has so much experience with the game, and he's definitely one of the top level players, if not the best. Though he has a little rivalry going on with him in the net play scene right now.
Oh really? He's been I mean, it's... oh, don't mess it up. Yeah, because like your cursor speed can be really good in versus, and that obviously helps. That's a nice 9 combo right there. But like obviously block positioning is also pretty important, and field awareness. But I think he's pretty good with those as well.
Yeah, pretty sure. I mean, both these guys are pretty experienced. It might seem like a little lopsided at first right now, too, but that's just like the magnitude of everything. Because I've seen TA play quite a few times in the past, like on Tetrisattakr, more specifically. If you couldn't tell where he got his name from, I know, pretty big mystery there.
Yeah, that sounds like a late 2000s username right there. I love it.
Hey, it's the best, man. You gotta stick with your tag no matter how old it may be. And you can get lucky with a tag like mine, and some people still don't know what yours stands for, and don't you dare say it on stream tag.
Well, you like BB guns.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Yeah, of course.
And forks. Yeah, your two favorite things, I believe it's named after.
Yeah, I've been officially exposed, so now you guys know. But anyways, back to the action. More about this. They're playing on hard mode, just in case you guys aren't familiar with the difficulties in this game. There are 5 different, and this is the middle difficulty. So this is going to feature all the stages still in the game, just on a slightly easier difficulty to pass, but in terms of the speedrun, you could argue which one is the hardest. There's definitely always more RNG at the hardest level, but you gotta play so precise if you want to compete for the top times on, like, hard difficulty.
That's a nice 16-second dragon air there.
Yeah, and this is the game I have the least amount of experience in. I remember doing some runs of Intense back in 2013, but this is the only game where I haven't dabbled in the lower difficulties. So I really don't even know what times most of these players should be looking for in the beginning.
I want to say, like, maybe under 20 seconds for a tournament. If you're going for, like, really top times, you want to be, like, closer to 15, maybe. But I don't have much experience with this either. Although, like, I did get hooked for, like, 1 or 2 days on the easy difficulty. Because that, like, no, like, seriously, I think you were there where I started playing on the easy mode. And, like, I was just right, because easy mode's really easy. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
They're like, it's like you should, like, someone of my skill should be getting, like, under 330. So it's, like, super reset friendly. And I was up between, like, 2 a.m. and 7 a.m. And didn't you hop on stream, like on voice call, I think?
Oh, maybe. I'm not too sure.
Like, it was like 7 a.m. your time or something like that. But
it probably sounds
yeah.
right. Yeah.
But yeah, the thing about this one is the health bar system, so you don't feel as much like it relies on the RNG. It feels like more skill-based, and obviously it's like, you're not going to get as burned out on it if it's going to be skill-based.
For sure, and that's why I'm so glad that we're finally having a tournament to showcase this game, because we've never seen this health bar system used in a tournament format. And just in general, like, I feel like a lot of people don't know that this game exists. It's quite less run on speedrun.com than just about any other game, or any other Puzzle League game. Except maybe those, like, niche ones on there that are, like, Japanese only. With the big games like Paneled Upon, Tetrisattakr, and Pokemon Puzzle League, this is definitely at the bottom of those 4.
Yeah, of course, like, Cards got into it pretty heavily, and now he's back on the Nintendo Puzzle Collection, I think.
Shouts to Cards, man. Forever the Puzzle League master in my heart.
Yeah, he's an icon for sure. And possibly the craziest among us.
Anyways, while chatting about that, we have Yoshi already on the last stage. He gets that 20-second kill on Dragonite. Sub 7, I do remember for some final times, a sub 7 is definitely a really good time to be shooting for, as we had a couple of those in his race versus Cards as well. So, pretty solid run for Yoshimidtsu there, and several stages ahead. He's going to be taking a 1-0 lead in this best of 5 series.
Yeah, and we'll see if Tetris TA, I forgot we can call him. Looks like if he's going to close this out or not, or if he just wants to start again. I mean, this isn't like Pokemon Puzzle League where you don't know when you're going to finish. I mean, these stages go pretty quickly, so within a minute or two, if you wanted to finish, you could. Yeah, and Yoschimidtsu with his 657, that's actually Cards' PB, and he and Card are the only two people with sub 7s on the leaderboard, so yeah, I think that's like the third or fourth one he's got in this tournament.
It's crazy. Like, Yoshi is the definition of consistency and just how quick he can be. Sometimes he can mask his mistakes as well because he's just so quick to start off a lag chain or just find like a ridiculous combo somewhere. I really enjoyed watching him in the Tetrisattakr tournament for that reason, because he would find these creative eight combos just so easily.
Yeah, it's like he's the Tiger Woods of Puzzle League. Yeah, it looks like TA is going to wrap things up here. He's just going to have one more stage out of this Murkrow. And hopefully he can still get a sub 10, which would be pretty respectable.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his PB exactly is for this. I think when the qualifying times came out, it was much lower, but I don't think he really played the game all too much. So I think the big thing looking for him, I'm not going to count him out yet in this matchup, obviously, but he will be one of the players that'll be fun to watch to see improve throughout the entire duration of the tournament, because those people that do have the skill present, but maybe not used to the engine yet, if they get practicing and practicing, they become like killers later on in bracket.
Yeah, because it's just a subtle adjustment to the mechanics of this game. And it looks like his hard mode PB is 835, which is 6th place on the leaderboard. Yoshi has the world record of 639. But I think as we discovered in the Tetrisattakr tournament last year, that some players have much higher variance in their skills or in their times. Like some people just go balls to the wall and sometimes get burned for it, and some people will just go for the safer strategies and get the more consistent times. So it looks like TA, it looks like he has pretty good cursor speed as well, but maybe his board vision could be a little better, or he gets a little flustered at times.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be interesting seeing, even just in this match, you could probably see some big adjustments for him. But yeah, just especially for PPC, just like converting to this game, there are multiple factors. Like the health bar, as we mentioned, it changes up your playstyle drastically, and you see people going for those longer chains, which you would see, let's say in Puzzle League specifically, but it's almost necessary at the higher difficulties in this. And also, I think the biggest factor is that the other games are in 60 FPS, where this one is in 30 FPS. So that changes the timing for many of the frame tricks that you will do. Maybe some of them a little bit easier to do on this game, but it's different regardless.
Yeah, and it's still a little tricky for those frame perfects, because like watching Cards play, I kind of thought they were free, but it's still a little precise. I mean, it's still a 30th of a second, which is not much. Yeah. I think we'll just wait to get set up for the next match here. Glad we could have you all with us tonight. I know it's a very fun, cozy way to wind down your Friday, and we're also going to have me versus Dark Soda right after this, I believe.
Yeah, that is correct. At least I think that is happening. Keeping up with the chat in our Discord right now, but we should be having a doubleheader going on tonight. And yeah, like Tayman said, thanks for everyone who has been showing up. Especially, it's pretty late for most of the people in the States, and like very early in the morning if you're in EU or any other time. We're happy to see everyone all across the world in here.
Yeah, I think this is a good start. Like 14 people in the group stages is pretty good, I think. Yeah, just by having these tournaments every year and definitely built up our own little cult following, and we appreciate hanging out with you guys.
All right, both of them have readied up, and we are starting this next match. Hard mode once again, the first one to be Dragonite, and we're both starting off on Pidgey.
Yeah, it looks like Yoshi just kind of going for the just like whatever clears he can find into whatever chains, and then he just gives himself so much. He has so much time to find things because of his cursor speed, and like so he tripped up at the beginning there, but just immediately on the rebound, and it's a 20-second.
And a big thing that's worthy to mention too that we didn't earlier was, along with this health bar mechanic, since that is in place, shout outs to Cards of the Heart once again. He actually went into the game to find the values for a lot of the health on the enemies, so you can calculate the damage done by chains and combos. And especially for these lower difficulties, a lot of people know exactly what they're trying to go for if they're doing record attempts. And hard, it's a little bit harder. These earlier stages, you can pretty much just get your one chain with those combos mixed in and move on to the next stage. But I'm pretty sure later on you'll have to do just a little bit more, do some stack raising and whatnot.
Yeah, and TA actually got a nice like 15 seconds on a Weedle there, I think.
Yeah, it looks like he's already adjusting. He's got a 9 chain going right now. Is this going to be enough for Clefairy? Just a little... Oh, no! Yeah, the end did it.
That's 6 combo.
So yeah, just as I mentioned, TA, he is no slouch. He's already adjusting, keeping it really close with Yoshi right now. This is only a 10-second gap.
God, Yoshi just doing these lag chains like they're going out of style.
It's pretty crazy to see some of the stuff that he's doing, and it was a 14-second Ghastly there, I believe, doing really well, as TA is going to have to raise his stack a little bit here. He had a pretty good start. He had some combos mixed in with his chain, but just not enough fuel there, and he's going to be losing some time here as he's still struggling on Ghastly.
Yeah, healing is quite possibly the worst mechanic of any of the Puzzle League games. Because you can get healed on multiple times.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. To me, I kind of like it in a sense just because of, like, the sadistic Puzzle League kind of things. It's like the one thing that control you in this game, pretty much. And I feel like it'd be a pretty solved game if it weren't for the health, or for the, healing mechanic that's in place. I don't know. I just kind of like it because it's just trolly, and I guess by nature I like trolly things.
Yeah, and maybe if this game was a little bigger, I'd be a little more annoyed at it, but it's just a quaint little thing. Oh yeah, this is the best PPC tournament, Dark Soda. We are proud to say that Puzzle General is currently hosting the best Pokemon Puzzle Challenge tournament on Twitch.
That is true. I can't argue that. I'm almost inclined to say that it might be one of the only tournaments ever run for this game, too.
Yeah, like, has there been any other tournaments?
Not at a GDQ, it's never been hosted. Mostly because you either run it on actual Game Boy hardware and just get link cables, or you can do Game Boy players, which we've thought of before. Because, fun fact, I'm pretty sure this is the only game in the series that doesn't lag on multiplayer. I could be wrong, but it would make for a pretty good showing 1v1, especially with the lesser amount of blocks that are in this game as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have a tournament, probably GDQ's with the Game Boy players, GDQ's probably the place for it, because probably the highest concentration of Game Boy players of any event in the world.
Game Boy players, CRTs, literally any retro console, it's hard to beat GDQs.
Yeah, it's like, we could probably put up a poster, to be honest, like, calling all Calling all Game Boy player owners.
Maybe in the
Yeah,
future, especially after we see the conclusion of this tournament, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are enjoying it, especially when Yoshi's doing things like that. It looked like
yeah, like
he just like rearranged all the blocks and they just happened to clear in that 9 combo at the bottom. So no biggie, 18
yeah,
seconds.
he got like a 7 combo with all the greens, and then a 9 combo, which is like that's gonna take off a big. That's really gonna reduce the chain length you got to do. Uh, yeah, this is just. Oh, he made a hiccup there. Oh no, I've lost all the respect for Yoshimidtsu right
One
now.
mistake, darn man, it's over.
Jesus.
Is he gonna be a little short here actually? Oh dang, I always underestimate how much those chains do at the very end. If that was like intense, you'd probably need like a 3 or 4 chain to try to take out that little bit of health left.
Yeah. Yeah, TA just got a nice 11 chain on Jinx there, and he's going to be moving on to stage 10.
So this is a lot closer than last time, because I think around this time TA was still on stage 9, or maybe even stage 8. Yoshi had like a really solid run, and it's looking like to be another one here. 19 seconds on Murkrow, and now he's heading into Dragonite to take a 2-0 lead.
God, is he gonna, what does he need for another sub 7? He needs like 20, like a sub 22 about.
Yeah. Something very easily doable, especially since he's setting up his lag chain right now. It's going to drop,
Oh
though,
no.
but he raised his stack plenty,
Yeah.
so he can probably recover pretty easily here. Nice, another lag chain. Is he gonna...
Wow.
I think he's just about gonna get that sub 7 here. Let's see. Oh my goodness.
Wow. That is unbelievable.
He heard us talking about him, so he's like, alright, I'm gonna make this as close as possible so they can sit on the edge of their seats.
Hey, Yoshi's a person who enjoys this, who knows how to put on the spectacle. This is just... I don't know. We're the announcers. We gotta be as unbiased as possible, but things will definitely, I think, heat up and intense. Like if Cards and Yoshi meet in the finals or late on, there's definitely more luck involved with intense, because that's really about staggering your chains and not doing too much damage right away, because then you'll put them in heal range. Like you want to take them down to just below or just above their heal range.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot more RNG involved in intense, and then so like Yoshi's cursor speed will still be an asset, but it won't be the only thing that matters. So I definitely think it's, with these tournaments, it's going to come down to FFR Pro, Yoshi, and Cards generally. And are you in this tournament, Borky?
I am not, actually. I am taking a break this time.
Oh no.
But that's all good, because I get to watch it all from the outside, and there's been so many matches in previous tournaments that have been just really great watches, and I'll get to see all of them without the stress of having to compete, because it definitely takes a toll on you, especially because I remember it was the very first tournament we hosted, and I was making a run through losers, and I was playing matches for like 4 or 5 straight hours that day. Man, it really takes it out of you.
Oh no. Yeah, that's a lot. Like even after we do the GDQ tournaments, which sadly didn't happen this year. Like no one stepped up to organize it. I kind of regret that, but
hey, that's alright, because there's always GDQs to come or any other future events, and this game has been steadily growing the past couple years. More and more people playing it. I'm happy to see pretty good representation for a game like Puzzle Challenge that hasn't like seen any kind of publicity really besides personal streams.
did I know Cards is in the chat. Did you submit any puzzle games to GDQ? Because I know we haven't had Puzzle League in for a while. I know I submitted PPL. And do cards submit PPC or maybe like a Tetrisattakr one-handed thing?
That's a good question. I'm really not too sure. I know that Edo Bean's going to be doing the one-handed showcase at GDX at TwitchCon, so that's going to be something to look forward to.
Yeah, that got in. I wish I could be there for that, but I am on the opposite end of the country.
And yeah, as cards confirmed just in chat now, PPC and TA one-handed submitted on his end, and there's usually some other.
That was for the last event.
My bad. Yeah.
So I'm just curious. I guess like we could always. I guess we're about to start with the next round. I'm just always curious to see what we could potentially see in the next GDQ, because it feels like they've been fading a little bit on the puzzle representation besides Tetris. So I hope that it's been a while for Puzzle League.
Yeah, the Puzzle League series has seen a break. I feel like puzzle games in general, though, have been getting at least decent reputation, which I've been liking. But we'll talk a little bit more about that now. We'll get into the action for this third and potentially final race here. TA is going to need to win these next three in order to win the match, but Yoshi is like on fire.
How did he get that there? Like, there was no way he should have had a chain. But he just, like, brought the block over and then just got a frame perfect.
I don't know, man. It's just Yoshi. He's just
that
good sometimes. Good. I'm sure, though, going back to the GDQ discussion, there is usually a lot of submissions that happen for the series, and the last time...
Look at that! Oh, I'm just getting hype over here.
Oh, that's fine. He's about to, like, almost all clear his stack there. 14-second Kakuna, man. That was nasty.
Oh, my God. That's nasty.
Also, yes, Paratroopa, please. Puzzle League on Switch. Everyone's dream. We just want to play the game online. Even if it's like, they copied and pasted like Tetrisattakr or Pokemon Puzzle League. Actually, don't copy and paste Tetrisattakr if it still has the lag, because please.
Yeah. That is pretty brutal.
I don't mind it for the speedruns, but for versus, it just... Games don't... end, especially with how good people are nowadays. That's the big problem with Puzzle League. Matches just go on forever.
Yeah, the lag makes it so everyone can get their clears, essentially. Yeah, but what were you about to say about GDQ? Or
oh yeah, submissions? I know. I didn't submit anything personally. I just did a Goof Troop co-op and the infamous Game of World Tour, which you guys should all play. It's a puzzle game, except
oh wait, what game is it again?
Yeah. But there are usually pretty good representation, even if it hasn't been in. But I know, like, just this year in GDQs, we had it was Tetris Effect at SGDQ. And maybe some other things. At AGDQ, we had Bubble Bobble, and we had Puyo Puyo Tetris. So those were 3 new games that all made it into GDQ, which was very exciting to see. I think the puzzle genre is pretty healthy, considering it's like, it's by far not one of the most popular in speedrunning.
Yeah, maybe I was just, I had some recency bias going on, because I had forgotten all the games that got into AGDQ. I was just thinking about how SGDQ got, like, just the one.
Yeah, SGDQ was small. I can agree with that. I really enjoyed AGDQ's lineup. I mean, I guess I got to see them firsthand at the event, but Bubble Bobble, I don't think was ever in a GDQ. Maybe a really, really old one. But seeing Puyo Puyo Tetris, it was just a pleasure, since it's a game that I have spent a lot of hours in as well. Puyo probably being my 3rd favorite puzzle series behind Dr. Mario and Puzzle League.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Puyo Puyo come back, like maybe not this GDQ, but like within a year or so, because like Puyo's really picked up in popularity. like especially with the Puyo Puyo champions.
Yeah, for sure. That game's pretty healthy right now, and all we need is one initiative for Puzzle League. We do have like all the people participating in tournaments like that, and the net play community. That's pretty stable right now, and I would so be happy to see a new game and run bigger events like this. More people come out. It's just a dream.
Is there a large enough concentration of puzzle game players like on the East Coast to maybe just have like a 1-day on-site puzzle game marathon? Because I know there's like this East Coast convention that has like a lot of puzzle game tournaments.
I'd say for just about any game, if it has some kind of community, if it's organized well enough, I think you can make just about anything happen. And especially for puzzle games, you wouldn't believe like just some random tournaments I've done and hosted like a Puzzle League sided tournament, or even just like a Puyo Puyo Tetris. People will mention those games, and there's interest. I think just a lot of people don't know about it, especially because Puzzle General is still pretty small right now. A lot of people don't know this exists.
Right. We have been trending upwards though, which is really nice. Like it's just like a fun place to come play. The people are like, oh, I didn't know there's a community for that. And when you find a community for something, it can really get you back into a hobby, because doing things with other people is very rewarding.
Yeah, for sure. Also, shout outs to HH for Hooch in chat for that 15-month sub, man. Thanks a lot. Hope you're doing well, brother.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Man, the thing about PPC, dude, these matches just fly by, too. I mean, you can get those quick kills in the other series, but these are just so controlled. Some of the quickest times I feel like you will see at this level of difficulty. I mean, there's less stages too, so that kind of helps. But yeah, just like that again, Yoshi probably in another position to get 3 straight sub-7s here, which would just be insane.
I think you have to get like a really godly Dragonite with these loading times. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Nah, he needs a sub 20. It's possible.
Yeah, if he gets the sub 20, that's a really good setup.
Getting the combos, the lag chain. Can he continue this? Oh, that'll probably end it right there. Yeah, because now he's gonna have to raise his stack, and he's a little short. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have enough time for sub 7, but he's way ahead in this match. He almost got it still.
Jesus Christ. He does like that's some of the. He got like a 657, a 659, and a 7. Like, I've never seen that sort of consistency. Like, how? There's RNG. Well, not in this one. Not in hard mode.
There's the slightest bit of RNG still in hard mode, I would say, but not enough to impact someone like Yoshi, who's able to get these really consistent sub 7-minute times.
Yeah. Well, they're not going to heal if they just die, right? All their health goes away at once.
But yeah, that'll do it for this match right now. We're gonna finish off watching TA's perspective, but Yoshi with the very clean 3-0. Definitely what I think everyone expected here, but it's good to see TA get some practice here. And see how he's going to do in the rest of group stage, especially on the hard difficulty. It's gonna mean all the difference. And then I'm gonna be really curious when we get to bracket stage and we transition. I believe it's like the first round is super hard, and then pretty much everything after that is intense. So not only jumping from hard to S hard, you only have to like worry about 1 or 2 rounds playing in S hard, and then you're moving up to one of the most unforgiving categories in the Puzzle League series.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, intense. I could never even be intense as a kid, because just like seeing those AIs just send over like 10 chains at me. It's just not possible. Yeah, intense will probably be good. I was just thinking with like how fast these go. With hard mode, I was thinking like, oh, are we gonna do like best of 7 in the finals? But then I was like, wait, it's intense mode, so we're not gonna do 7 rounds of intense. That might be banned under the United States Constitution.
You might be right there. We'll have to look into that. Yeah, once you hit that like 5-game limit on any Puzzle League game, you're like, all right, you guys gotta stop right now. Oh, it is best of 7 intense. So there's cards right there. That'll be curious because it is sub 20-minute matches still.
Yeah, that's true. So like if you allocate like 2 hours for the finals, if you do like 7 20 minutes,
yeah,
I guess that'd be.
And as Card mentions in the chat, actually, I'll say GG's to TA first. He got a sub 10, I think, with the last 2 runs, so he definitely was improving as this was going on. So GG's to him. And yeah, when we get to bracket stage, it will be double elimination. And instead of there being a bracket reset for grand finals, as Card mentions, there will be a 1-0 advantage for the person in winners. So it's going to be the winner has to either win 3 first or the loser has to win 4, and then the champions decided then and there.
Right, we just wouldn't have the time to do a bracket reset unless we put it like on a different day potentially, but I think by the time we get to grand finals, people are just kind of ready to crown a winner.
Yeah, for sure. I really like this format for the Puzzle League series anyways, because they're pretty long matches. They're like long but short matches in a sense. But I think it's a good statement. We don't need to fully bracket reset, but still, you know, reward the winner who had like not lost up to that point.
Right.
But yeah, GG's to both of them. We'll take one quick look at the group once again. We have Yoschimidtsu now on top at 2-0, playing both of his matches against Cards and TA, but there's still plenty matches still to go in this group. Each person's going to be playing 5 throughout the group stage, and there's no particular order you need to do it in. So we could be seeing Yoshi possibly finish out all 5 of his before someone even plays, depending on when they schedule.
Yeah, and if you are new around here, or even if you're not new, just a reminder that group stages, I would say, is just like one of the most fun times of the tournament, because you got matches going on sometimes every day of the week and sometimes multiple. So if you just want to watch people play Puzzle League, this is the time to tune in before things really ramp up. Just a lot of content to be had.
And you see that's Group A on the screen there. We have 12 entrants total, so alongside Group A, we do have Group B, which will be coming up pretty soon here. We already see the matches that have happened there with FFR Pro and Yume. And then we're going to see Tayman himself, who was joining me on commentary, taking on Dark Soda, who's going to be doing his 3rd match. So as you can see, he's kind of just trucking through his right now.
Yeah, he's been pretty enthusiastic about setting up his matches, which is a good thing, because like I just started a job a few weeks ago, so this tournament hasn't been the first thing on my mind, but I gotta focus up a little bit more and get these out of the way. So
for sure. I guess before we let you go and prepare for that, man, how are you feeling since this is your first match of the tournament? Are you a little nervous, or are you confident going in?
I'm feeling pretty good. PPC has never been like my main speed game. Like with Tetrisattakr and PPL, I felt like I had something to prove in those tournaments, and I got really salty at the bad luck I had in Tetrisattakr last fall. For this one, it's just like, let's just go hang out and play some Puzzle League, and I'm hoping I can make it to the next round, but I just know who I'm up against if I make it to the brackets, so it doesn't look good for me.
For sure.
So I'm just gonna have some fun and hang out with you guys.
Yeah, as the years go by, the level of competition increases no matter which game that we're playing. So, especially with 12 people, I see some of these groups and I'm like, man, when you have Cards and Yoshi in the same group, dude, you already know it's gonna be rough.
well, Yoshi used to just play Tetrisattakr, and then he just thought he's allowed to just come into our other Puzzle League games and stomp all over us. And what the heck, man?
Whoa, what a rude guy, man. Don't worry, I'll ban him after this tournament, guys. No worries. But yeah, Tay, man, I won't take up too much of your time. I'll let you get to practicing and setting up pretty soon. And for everyone else, stay tuned if you want to see some more Pokemon Puzzle Challenge action. It's going to be Group B, Tayman versus Dark Soda, coming up around 12 a.m. So, yeah, we will see you guys pretty soon.
All right, I'll see you guys. Thanks, Forky.